And the title of John's speech is Getting to Work. John Kageche, Getting to Work, John Kageche.
One of the most frightening expeditions is the journey to oneself. What musician Charlene refers to in her song, I've Never Been to Me. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I know how frightening it is because I have taken on this journey. Experts say it's the most rewarding journey. Tragically, it's one rarely ventured. And the tragedy in this is captured in the chronicles of Bonnie Ware. Bonnie Ware was a nurse, a significant part of her life. She nursed the dying. And the number one regret she chronicled of the dying is this: I wish I had lived a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. Feeling you have an adventure to embark on, that's easy. Embracing it without a map is frightening. It is especially frightening when you already have a map you're accustomed to, a set lifestyle. For almost a decade, I have engaged in soul-searching emotional turmoil. It has been absolute pandemonium to conversations I've been having in my head. It has been a tug of war with the quest to embark on my adventure pulling in one direction and the desire to sustain my lifestyle tightly pulling in the other. Now when I say lifestyle, I mean it in its most basic form. A job that pays the rent, school fees, and the occasional beer. You see, the good thing about having a job for me was that it afforded me predictability, stability, security. The bad thing about having a job for me was that I couldn't see beyond the paycheck. And the ugly thing about the job for me was that it was a short-term solution to a long-term problem. And what was my long-term problem? My long-term problem was that gnawing feeling to embark on my journey kept on beckoning, silently screaming for attention. And the more it screamed, the more I stifled into the excuses. What am I without my map? What if I fail if I embark on my adventure? What will people say? I successfully won the war, but 5 years ago, I lost the battle. I succumbed to the heart, and I promise you, it has been an emotional roller coaster ride since then. And this is the reason why. It's because I have been in search of my own map. You see, the map does exist, but the reason why we cannot see the map on our adventure is because we have been lied to. The reason why you cannot see your map is because you have been deceived. The deception of go to school, get good grades, get a job, and you will be successful. The deception of I'm too old to embark on my journey. The deception that what will other people say? And in my view, the biggest deception of them all, how will I keep up with the Joneses? Decades of being ingrained in this mantra successfully frighten us away from a different kind of reality. A reality where you are in the driver's seat. A reality where you go against the societal grain. A reality where you lead and the money follows. A reality where you dive into the tsunami of your voyage. In pursuit of my reality, I have discovered that it must be a marathon. It cannot be a sprint. And insisting on making it a sprint will only wear you down. And the reason why it wears you down is because you are trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. You cannot. To snugly fit into the square hole of your reality, you must first change your habits, your attitudes, and your beliefs. Like a butterfly undergoing metamorphosis, you must transform to fit into the square hole of your reality. And to do so, you must be like a driver in the night, seeing only as far as his headlamps can show, but knowing that is enough to get him to his destination. As I have connected my dots towards my destination, I have discovered something. With every connection, a layer of deception falls from my eyes, making it easier to see the horizon of my destination. And you suppose it is easy connecting the dots to your destination in the night? It's actually very easy. It's as easy as taking on a charging lion in the wild at night. But what's the alternative? The alternative is to sit at home, waiting for all the lights to turn green before you leave the house. And the tragedy in that is that, whereas it doesn't take away the good thing about life, that we all have an adventure awaiting us, it energizes the bad thing about life, that our adventure doesn't have a map. And it seals the fate on the ugly thing about life, that at the end of it, most of us will wish we had lived a life true to ourselves and not the life others expected of us. Toastmasters.